Namaste and hello, my name is Sumana Shrestha. Thank you very much, Sangyukta, for giving me this opportunity. I am one of the heritage conservation activists. I've been working in this field for about 2 years. I organized the protest in Rani Pokhari that basically was a voice against the government's use of concrete material in a 17th century structure. And again, when it came to Kasta Mandap, as government wanted to give it out on a tender system. Well, while working in heritage conservation, one of the things it sorely stands out is this great lack of opportunity for young people to engage in heritage conservation and preservation. You see, one of the very beautiful aspect about Nepali heritage or Newah heritage is that it's very much a living culture. If we don't live it every day, it actually ceases to exist. Therefore, it's very important to make sure we create environment conducive for young people to stay engaged, to make sure they stay interested, that they are not completely taken away by this tablets and smartphones and this consumerism, that they actually realize the beautiful value that is there in the tradition that has been centuries and centuries in making. So for that, what I am working on is actually creating an endowment fund, which is going to be 100,000 GBP, that is going to enable us to create either an interest income or a dividend income that is going to provide fellowship for young people to pursue their interest in heritage research or conservation and produce materials that then can work, that then can actually be a guidance for other people who are going to follow up on and build up on the work that has already been done. This also is going to create an opportunity so that people can actually stay creative, because right now young people, anybody over 22 is having to think, do I work and make income for my family, or do I actually continue my tradition? Do I actually go pick the flowers to put in those chariots and continue so that other people along with themselves, along with the community, can see how beautiful Nepali traditions are. The other aspects are temple maintenance. It's very important to make the young people aware of traditional building materials, traditional building technology. But unfortunately, what has happened is our education system in Nepal focuses very much on concrete building, focuses very much on steel structures, and very little on the traditional building materials, traditional building style, the significance of it. Therefore, this endowment fund is going to be that opportunity for individuals to secure grants so they can research and conserve and hopefully be very active members of heritage preservation. Following this, it's going to be a very short presentation where I'll walk you through the structure and the checks and balances that there would be to make this endowment work. Thank you very much, and I hope you will join me in making sure this endowment actually comes to being, and making sure that we actually create these pockets of support that we're going to provide these young people so that we can actually attract them. Because, it's great that older folks are interested and older folks are working on it, but if we cannot provide support to the younger generation, for the generation to come, it's not going to last. Therefore, anybody who's interested in making this endowment fund a reality, please reach out to me at my email address. It's sumana.shrestha@gmail.com. That is SUMANA.SHRESTHA@gmail.com. Thank you. The concept is we really need to create an alliance for preservation of Nepali traditions and culture. Therefore, I am proposing this concept of heritage Endowment Fund. The concept of endowment fund is not necessarily new in Nepal. It's been around for centuries, probably older than 5th century, where lands used to be endowed and the harvest from the land was used to support the festivals. With changing times, we need to adapt. We need to start thinking of monetary support and the interest from that monetary, the interest income, investment income from that monetary support is going to provide for a private channel so that we are not completely relying on the government sector, government side only for heritage preservation. If history is any indication, we are really losing a lot of young people to mobile phone, tablets, and consumerism. We really have not done a great job from education perspective about educating people, educating young people about the importance of Nepali heritage and how it is a living heritage, and if it's not lived, it ceases to exist. So the concept is to collect a fund of £100,000 and generate either generate income either via fixed deposit. Currently, the interest rates provided by government Nepali banks are around 10 to 12% per annum. That is quite a significant amount to support one or two fellows on an annual basis and hopefully have a very innovative approach and hopefully have something that has not been done before, something that's really sustainable, something that's really innovative to preserve the heritage. Like any other organization, there are going to be board members, advisors, and we are also going to actively seek out partners, national and international platforms that is going to give a boost and highlight the work that has been done by the fellows. The basic goal really is to provide a private sector support. Currently in Nepal, the support that's available for youth is virtually non-existent. There aren't any research grants that they can apply without having master's degree or PhD or even postdoctoral level, while the rate of innovation that has been in Nepal for heritage conservation has been very questionable. Therefore, if we can take away the concern of young people about how they are going to pay their bills, then we can really promote creativity in terms of heritage conservation. It's really high time we start thinking about innovating in this space. This is going to be the flow of funds. Endowment fund that's invested in a secured deposit or investment fund that's going to yield around 10 to 11,000 pounds per annum. Majority of that goes to fellowship, and parts of it goes to make sure that output of that fellowship is well documented and we create an impact out of it with minimal overhead expenditure. Governance structure is similar to any other not-for-profit organization. We've got board of directors and advisors, both of which are not paid positions. Both are volunteer positions. They set guidelines that are then passed down to the administrative support unit so they can call for applications, select the fellows, make partnership and contact with national and international platforms, and make sure that we are always promoting the fellows and their work and highlighting their work so that it provides a stepping stone for them to achieve bigger grant and make a very tangible impact. What's next for this is forming a team of promoters who will work on this concept, improvising it and fundraising for it. selecting board of directors, which is going to be a fixed 2-year terms, and selecting a group of advisors for a fixed 5-year terms. If you're interested, please reach out to me. That's my contact information. I really look forward to hearing from a lot of you because, no kidding, I've organized so many protests in Nepal, and most of the time, young people never show up. And that's primarily because we have not made enough effort to reach out to them to show how rich that heritage and that traditions are. Thank you very much.